it is really the innovators, it is the entrepreneurs that bring society forward. And often, how do big movements start? How become innovations more known to society? Actually through storytelling, through leaders stepping up on a box and actually opening up their mouth and sharing what they know, sharing what they believe in, and kind of giving a direction in which humanity is going. Hey folks, this is Matt here, founder of functionalmedicineaccelerate.com. And in this short video here, I want to introduce you to the SCALE methodology that I'm actually rolling out now for functional medicine brands, functional medicine practitioners, and functional medicine business operators based in Europe. So basically, what is SCALE? SCALE is a methodology that I have been developing looking at the marketplace and being really fed up with the fact that not enough people actually know about functional medicine and have no idea what it is all about. What is SCALE for? Basically, it is a methodology that a content marketing team, that you as a personal brand or as a business brand, what you can execute to actually get better results, to get your message out into the marketplace. I will give you a little bit of context, and I will not go into the individual parts of SCALE. First, I want to give you context so that you actually know where this type of information can fit into your life. So a big part of SCALE is actually storytelling via social at scale. Okay, and one of the most powerful storytellers that we had in this era of digitalization was actually Steve Jobs. And here's a very amazing quote from him: "The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come." And this is a very, very powerful quote. And why is it so important? Because it is really the innovators, it is the entrepreneurs that bring society forward. And often, how do big movements start? How become innovations more known to society? Actually through storytelling, through leaders stepping up on a box and actually opening up their mouth and sharing what they know, sharing what they believe in, and kind of giving a direction in which humanity is going. Okay, so first of all, because social media is a big part of SCALE, I want to clear up a few misconceptions. On a business level, a lot of business operators or leaders are still living behind the moon, and they're living underneath a stone. And I want to get you out from under this stone. Some of the things are here: social media does not work, social media is evil, social media is a waste of time, and social media does not give an ROI. And this is just not true anymore. Okay, so it has never been true, because there are a lot of brands that use social media with incredible power in the functional medicine space. I would just like to mention Dr. Mark Hyman. His following is huge. He's got a community of millions behind him. Okay, social media is evil. This is just not true either, because it always depends on the person who's using it. What is the intent? What is the motivation? What is the strategy being executed by that person? Okay. Social media is a waste of time. It can be a waste of time if you're not strategic about it, if you don't have a tactical execution of really good content behind it. Of course, it's a waste of time if you just go on social media to look at cat videos, or, okay, some people, they really love cat videos, and I want to bag cat videos here. Otherwise, I might really get into trouble with this now. But it's not a waste of time if you use it for a mission, if you use it for a purpose, and if you use it to drive a strategic goal. Last misconception: social media does not give an ROI. Well, it does not give an ROI if you make one post today, if you don't have brand equity, if you don't have positioning, if you don't have a personal brand power. No, it does not give ROI, but it takes time to build it up. But once you have built it up and you are a leader of integrity, it's incredibly powerful. Okay. Here's some facts. Who are the 4 biggest global companies? I mean, we're talking Facebook, we're talking Google, we're talking Microsoft, we're talking Amazon. All of them are tech companies, and Facebook is one of the biggest, global players. So social media does work. Social media can pay the bills. It's just, if you still believe that it doesn't, you're really, really ignorant and you have no idea where the rabbit runs, okay? And tech is not just going to go away. Tech is actually a huge part of society now, and I am a strong believer, if it doesn't go away, make sure you don't become a slave of it, and then actually use the technology for your own purpose and become skillful in working with it, okay? So this is my approach to this stuff. I think some people say, oh, social media makes things worse now, but I actually think the world always has been a challenging place, and there are pockets in the world where there, incredible atrocities are happening, but social media just exposes these structural weaknesses much faster now. So we see more pain and more problems with it. And one way to use social media is actually through using empathy and kindness, which is a really big passion of mine. And really important topic is as well, when we have authentic leaders who have empathy and kindness, they can use technology to scale their messaging via technology. And this is amazing because a lot of people have this fear right now that algorithms are actually removing job security and stuff like this. But this is not true either. If you have a very deep capability of emotional intelligence and empathy and compassion and kindness, computers and algorithms will never be able to deploy that. This is very, very interesting too. I'm a big fan of making tech, using it as something to deploy it for an aim. I personally want to use it to scale up functional medicine here in Europe and later on globally as well, with strategic alliances and stuff like this. And we just have to make robots ourselves in scaling up kindness and scaling up, innovation and scaling up great ideas in society. So what is the strategy behind Scale? Basically, we are building up a compound interest of influence through strategic user-centric content at scale. And my aim with this is that we accelerate innovation, that we push back against negativity. There's a lot of misinformation about health, for example, out there. And if we have real leaders who are, have great medical expertise or have a very deep insight into, new emerging medical trends, we can actually drive innovation forwards. Of course, thought leadership is very important. We want to position leaders in the public eye who know what they're talking about, who have empathy, who have self-awareness, and who can keep their egos in check. Okay, then of course, if you have a brand that has a real, a great mission that is not detrimental to specific values that go against humanity, one can use the Scale method to build brand equity. You can use it to build authority, and you can use it to build influence in the marketplace and in an ecosystem. So a lot of it is actually about brand positioning. What would be the tactical execution? You can use this method to seed key concepts in the public eye. If you have specific leaders you want to position in an ecosystem, you can use this methodology to position these leaders in an ecosystem. And it's a very powerful method to start conversations around topics that you care about as a leader, as a brand, as an influencer. And the most powerful thing about this is you have the chance to create a topic-centric community. If you have something you deeply care about, this method is there to amplify a message and to build a community around that message, okay? And at the same time, you can use it as well to accelerate the culture around a specific topic of innovation, okay? So this would be some tactical applications of this methodology that I created here, okay? So a fact is, are you in on Scale or not? And basically it is a choice. Some people, they just don't want to get involved with social media. They think it's a waste of time. Of course, that's your choice, The reality is, it is right now one of the most powerful ways to actually drive messages forward. And it takes a real commitment to, dedicate time to this technology, to understand the technology, to understand the problems with it, to understand the chances of it. So I think it's an amazing opportunity to actually bring some good topics onto the table in society. That's what this is about. And thank you so much for listening to this. And as I said, I will deploy this technology specifically in the functional medicine universe here in Europe right now. I will work together with some brands who are into mitochondrial medicine, into functional medicine, into patient-centric medicine. You know, I will work together with some doctors and health coaches as well. If you want to be in on it, just get in touch underneath the video. You can just schedule a call with me, and I'm very happy to fill you in on what I'm up to. All the best. That was Matt from fxmedaccelerate.com. Thank you.